सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम हज़रत सैयदे वुल्दे आदम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम सब नबियों में अफजल व अकरम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम।
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to MTA USA Studios here at Jalsa Salana, USA, broadcasting live from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I'm joined by Naib Amir, Vice President of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, Falahud Shams Sahib. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Now, Shams Sahib, we are America, the American Jamaat, but Hazur has assigned this Jamaat many other countries and provinces.
Yes.
Can you tell us about Brazil, for example?
Yeah, I just came back from Brazil actually 2-3 days ago. As far as Brazil mission is concerned, Hazur only asked us to build a mosque there. So it is funded by USA members. And I was assigned this project in 2013. We have just finished the mosque. It's all complete.
Oh, where is it?
It's in Petrópolis, which is about 40 miles away from Rio de Janeiro.
Okay.
It's very in the hills, very beautiful property on a mountain, and it's on all hillside. So it's the mosque is really wonderful with this nice minaret and dome with green color on top, a white mosque. So it is really, even the mayor of Petrópolis has said that this is going to be one of the landmarks in their city. And
how is the Jamaat relationship with Petrópolis?
They have a good relationship with the council members and with mayor and so on and so forth. The mosque is ready. The prayers are being said there. It's functional. Only the last thing was just the driveway that goes up there. It has to be specially constructed, and that's being done this week and next week. And that is the last item. Then everything, our responsibility is over in Brazil after that.
Wow.
So hopefully this will be a beacon in the future for Brazilians to come there and get to know about Islam and Ahmadiyya.
Has Brazil had a Jalsa or an Ijtima yet?
No, they have an annual Jalsa which is going to be on the 5th and 6th of August. Actually, it's at the same time the Olympics are going to be there.
Oh.
So that's going to be another week or so, the following weekend.
Okay, so from what the news reports have been saying about the Olympics, yeah. I think that Jalsa might be a better place to go, right?
Yeah, yeah, they do have some problems associated with that and everything, yeah.
And what else has, what else?
I was just 2 weeks ago, I visited Guam and then the country of Palau. So these are the two areas that Hazur has assigned us.
Geographically, for those who are uncertain with where those two countries are.
Guam is near Japan.
Okay.
Philippines. Guam is a big U.S. military installation with all 3 branches of military operations there. And Palau is just south of that, about 1 hour's flight from there. It's also closer to Philippines. It's from Marshall Islands, where we already have the mosque and mission, and you just keep on going west until you get to these places. So it's a far away place. I mean, it takes you about 24 hours to get there, and a day changes because it's the other side of the date line.
And how have how's the native population responded?
Native population, we have had different results. In some places we have very strong opposition, and we're still fighting it and defending ourselves. But I would just like to say that the United States embassies in those areas, they have really truly cooperated with us, helped us in every way. I was just in Palau, as I said, and this is how Allah's things takes place. I don't know anybody in Palau. I have no idea where am I going to go and who am I going to meet there. It just so happened that in April, when we had the Jalsa Marshall Islands, I had invited one of the mayors from Kosrae, from Micronesia, to join us at the Jalsa, and he was there. So I just happened to ask him, I said, do you know anyone in Palau? Because I'm going to be going there in a few weeks. And he said, yeah, I know the president. I said, so what do you mean you know the president? He said, yeah, I know the president of Palau. He was my roommate in Michigan College, when I was studying there. So for two years, he was my roommate. So I said, well, can you call him? I'd like to meet him when I go there. He said, yeah, sure, I'll set it up. So as a matter of fact, he met me there. So he went also to Palau, and we met the president, and we gave him some books and introduced the Ahmadiyya community to him, and told him about how Huzur is passionate about fighting terrorism and how he's working for peace all over the world, and a good discussion took place. I also met the U.S. ambassador there, and she was very nice. We had 45 minutes conversation with her, and she is also going to be cooperating with us. Some of the programs that the embassy has there, she is offering that we become participants in that. So I think we will, inshallah, will have a very good start in Palau. We're in the process of registering the Jamaat there now. So this is in accordance with the Huzur's instructions.
Now, the pushback that you've received from native populations, what's the reasoning for that?
These are all strong Christian countries, solid Christian countries. And the pastors are the ones who are, creating these problems.
And very briefly, how has Marshall Islands been doing? I understand they just had their second Jalsa.
Jalsa Salana of Marshall Islands was actually, this was our second Jalsa, and this had special significance because this time the U.S. ambassador was sitting with us at the head table on the stage. Also, the representative, one of the ministers who was representing the president because she was not available, he came there and presided there with us and spoke there, and he announced there that we have religious freedom in Marshall Islands, and therefore we welcome you as a new community here. So it was a very nice statement that was given by them, and really assured us. And this has been in the works for 5 years. You have to know that.
Right.
That we have had a lot of opposition. Now we have a radio program that goes on there once a week. We have a lot of other programs that are we're implementing there. I also established Humanity First of Marshall Islands there. Under that, we are building public washrooms because many of the houses don't have toilets and washrooms.
Oh, wow.
So we are building these public facilities. We already constructed 3 of them. So now, inshallah, we're working on the 4th one, and we'll continue to do that. One other project that we've done is with the help from New Zealand government. They have given us the grant for it. We will be, inshallah, next month starting putting solar energy in 12 homes free of charge. And these are people who were affected by the atomic bomb tests in the 50s. These are old people who have no electricity in their homes. So this will light up their homes, and this is going to be a wonderful program. And inshallah, the equipment is already there. Now the installation people are going to go there and start.
This is a great initiative. Now, there's also something else in the works you haven't mentioned. You have a book that's out.
Yeah, I do have a book coming out. It's called Straight Talk, and it's actually the word Straight Talk is translation of Qawl Sadid.
Okay.
Which means, talk which is not only the truth, but it's clear cut.
Right.
There is no twist in it. There is no play with words in it. The collection of articles is, as Huzur ibn Nasr al-Aziz has been telling us that we need to fight terrorism. The point becomes, how do you fight terrorism? And I have had meetings with some of the think tanks, with some of the politicians and stuff. And I've told them that when a statement is issued by a clergy in Islamic countries, let's say even if it's Osama bin Laden, and he says that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, God forbid, says you go and kill the Christians and Jews, and people listen to him and they start doing weird things. The point is, how do you fight that? If you, as a Western scholar, you say, well, this is not humanitarian, this is not a good thing to do, and all that stuff. Now, your statement against the statement of Holy Prophet Muhammad, presumably, it doesn't stand any place. It has no chance. So you have to beat them at their own game. In other words, you have to educate the masses over there with the correct interpretation and what truly the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught and told people to do and how to behave.
How can people get this book?
This is available on Kindle. If you can go to Amazon and you can buy that for the electronic copy. But inshallah, within a couple of weeks, our print copy is coming out, and I've written this in plain American English with humor in it, and people will find it very interesting to read. I've had many good reviews on it, and I've tried to discuss the items, like for example, blasphemy kind of items, but in a way that it's a good read, it's an easy read, and all
Fantastic.
of that.
Excellent.
Just one other thing I wanted to also say that in Kiribati, which is Gilbert's Islands, it's also been assigned to us now by Hazur.
Okay.
So we've just purchased a mission house there.
Fantastic.
So we're going to be having a mission house library kind of thing on the main road of the island, inshallah. Starting in September, we're going to start the construction.
So Naib Amir Shamsab has provided us with insight with what's going on in many countries around the world under the USA Jamaat. So please keep those servants who are just starting these new foundations in these new countries in your prayers, as well as please keep Naib Amir Shamsab and his team in your prayers too. And be sure to check out Straight Talk on Kindle and also in paperback and hardcover when it comes out. We're going to go to the next program right here at the 68th Annual Convention, the Jalsa Salana of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community, USA.